You're born, you take shit. Get out in the world, you take more shit. Climb a little higher, take less shit. Till one day you're up in the rarefied atmosphere and you've forgotten what shit even looks like. Welcome to the layer cake, son.
We're all born into this world, and we're told the story of the world by our parents, the story of how the world works, what things are, the rules, its history, how things are meant to go. It's explained as black and white with no grey, whole with no layers or parts, but it has many layers and parts. Train not to question, train to work. The same story told to them, our parents and their parents before them. The same story told to the majority of people. We go along with life, thinking we know what life is, the people, its history, the happenings. But little do most know. What the public perceive to be true, wholesome, innocent, is but a perception far from the truth. No Top of the Pops perceived to be a child-friendly show promoting happiness, joy, fun and laughter. But we all know what the truth was. The public's perception was wrong, and Top of the Pops was a disguise, a front, a cover. The truth dark and bitter, the narrative, story, the disguise sweet. What they think life is nothing more than a lie, a story told to its people but far from the truth, a narrative put over the truth. Those that know the real happenings of the world, the ones that play the game, mock those who do not know. They take advantage of those that do not know the rules of the real game. Easy pickings are these people. And most of them we do not know, but some we do. We see them on the TV, smiling and laughing, award shows and ceremonies, winners and sinners. It's like in those psychological thrillers when a family or couple are invited somewhere to a dinner or holiday, thinking it's an innocent, nice gesture. And as the film progresses, the true intentions become clear and a more sinister plot develops. Just imagine Disneyland, a place for children promoting innocent purity and love, family and memories. The public see Disney as good and wholesome, but imagine Disney as a satanic cult working for a dark power, only pretending to be good, nice, when it really harms and deceives the children and their families. Imagine this portrayal of goodness when really evil spread across everything. Corporations, businesses, TV shows, countries everywhere, abusing our children under the guise of love, all portraying goodness when really evil. Deception is everywhere. It's not the land or nature that is evil, but the ones that have taken control of that land and then put a false narrative, a story over that control, with its populations completely unaware of the truth. They go on in a game-like world in which everything is plotted and planned before. Sports, news, events. For a future narrative. The reason things can be predicted, decoded, it is following a narrative that only a few like yourself are aware of. Welcome to the layer cake, an analogy for life, the realm's all. But in life itself, the majority will never even sense the core, sense the layers, never mind entering its centre. We go throughout life and we receive programming from when we were born. The programming helps determine who we are, our behaviour, our thoughts, our thinking, and ultimately what we become. The program we receive is from all forms of media and education. But let's break down the word program. Program, if we break up the words to pro and gram, could be seen as the addition of weight, or the following or undertaking of weight. Program. The adding of weight. Just imagine yourself as a ship. You're a ship that started off empty at birth, and over time, as you've grown, more and more weight has been added to you via programming, by grams, by weight, and you and your ship only have a limited capacity until you begin to sink, until the weight becomes unbearable. Not born knowing this, you are unaware of how much weight you can carry and how much weight you are carrying. The idea of life and its programming is to weigh you down with weight, make you heavy, heavy-hearted, heavy soul, indebted in materialism. From a child at school to the watching of TV, each bit of programming holds its own weight, and that weight makes one go from light to heavy. Some programming faster than others, but most programming slow over time, and its funny weight has the number 8 in it, connected to infinity or the continuum, and W links to the double V or the square and compass we visited before in previous videos. Together the symbolism for the trap of life, that each time they get you by making you lose yourself, adding weight to you, your ship that isn't you, confusing you from you, the ship unrecognisable now with its cargo overbearing. Until that cargo is unloaded, the ship can hardly be seen from above. By you wanting and desiring, not knowing what or who you are, makes you part of a cycle you are not in control of, an unbearable weight. Like a diamond trapped in a rock, your glow is not seen. Years of mud and dirt, sediment, pressure, heated, accumulate, hiding it. Like this you were put through the trials of your life, much pressure, either to find the diamond, or left being hidden forever. And remember the Egyptian story of the heart being weighed against a feather. Weight is a difference, and in terms of atoms and molecules, you have the heavy and the light. The heavy fall to the bottom and the light rise to the top, be a representation and a symbology for heaven and hell. The heavier you are, the more you drop. The lighter you are, the more you float. Light equating to heaven, heaviness related to hell and darkness. And weight is similar to the other word, wait, to stop, to make us stop, to make us heavy, not in motion, not thinking about the world, not moving forward with their own progression, with your own progression, being stuck up in all the hurdles of life, the obstacles, always waiting, like a waiter, a servant who waits at tables, who waits for the commands of his controllers and moves at their command, only doing so when they want him to. Society have become waiters, thinking we are moving for our own will, but is the will of the programming the weight we have taken on. Like a demon on our backs, wanting and desiring, it sleeps until prompted by the programming, weighing us down, and until we get rid of the programming of society, the weights will continue to be added to the ships, ultimately making them sink. We will not float or flow easy. We will continue to drown until we relieve ourselves of the unnecessary cargoes of life.